The weird language. What language do they speak? Is it their own exclusive language? Actually, learning languages is not as bad as it sounds, I think. I just envision finding a person who is willing to like speak with you and hang out with you while you're there. I would bet like learning a language is not as difficult as you'd think. Not like I've tried. You're learning Japanese? Oh man. Well, I would say like if you were to go to Japan and you found a friend there who's like willing to spend time with you and talk Japanese with you, I mean, it, it would have been a million times easier and also way more fun, especially if you're like excited to talk to that person. It definitely would not feel like a chore. Alright, I think I know what I need to do. I think this thing kind of muddies everything. This being too dark is a little bit confusing for the perspective. Live in Denmark. Ooh. The only thing I know about Indonesia, or like the only thing that is close to me from there, is that I like coffee you guys grow there. Do like Indonesian coffee. Oh no? What do you mean or no? I do like it. Monkey poo coffee. No, no, no. I'm not gonna talking about that. That is like, by the way, that's total garbage. That is not a good coffee by any means. It's just a marketing thing. Sorry to bring it to you. Yo, hey Voodoo Kick. Amphibian friend, alright. Hey man. the song name. Uh, it is a soundtrack, full album soundtrack from the game called Transistor. It's a little bit despair music, as I call it. I do like to listen to it though in the morning. John's sister, no, no, Transistor. Right, let me just link it to you. Although I'll not be able to link it to you. Alright, you search that. I don't know if that's an improvement or not, honestly. I don't think so. Alright, what I didn't do here? Good morning vibe. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit depressing. Like the vibes are kind of like despair vibes, but sometimes those are nice. Haven't played it? Yeah, me neither. I rarely play single player video games. I actually never play those. What was the last time I've played one? It probably was like years ago. Mm, I mean, to be honest, I don't know why I'm not into those. Single player games sound like they're fun, like crafted experience to go through. Sounds like my type of a thing, but I don't know, never gotten into them. Alright, I think I started having something come together here in this piece in terms of the background. I even darken the character a bit more. Dude, I love the pale skin. It's like the best. By the way, I kind of try for myself to have the pale skin. Uh, I always wear long sleeve and I try not to get any sunlight if possible. Pale skin is the best. Even like in the hottest summer, I wear long sleeve shirts, which actually don't make much of a difference. It's not like you wearing a long sleeve would make you sweat less or anything, or less hot. That's why I'm saying this album is depressing. Listen to this song, dude. Like, tell me that is not depressing. Gives you hopeful vibes. Hmm. Well, nothing wrong with that. Whoops. Hopeful that I can get better at art. That's a nice attitude to have. You know how what I've recently stumbled upon, like a thought. I thought that it's so better to just judge yourself or like your progress. Um, if you're thinking of yourself as of not a student, but like if you admit to yourself that you're learning, that the time where you like fail, it's you're only learning. You're not supposed to do well yet. And I'm applying that to literally everything now, and it makes my life so much easier. Because if you have failed, that's like, that's normal for you to fail because you're learning. You'll get better someday, but it's not today. How long piece you doing so far? I think, yeah, I'm a little bit struggling with the background and the character, but I think it's coming together now, which is nice. Whenever the piece is coming together, you can, take a little break, as I like it, like, and procrastinate while doing some details, like here on her outfit design. So yeah, guys, if you're feeling down, if you're like hard on yourself, if you're beating yourself up for failing at anything, really just try to think of yourself as a not as a student, but like try to think that you're only learning, you're only like this is one of your first attempts. It's good to kind of bring yourself, not to expect much from yourself. That's the key. That wouldn't mean that you would stop trying, but it definitely will be way better on your mental. Honestly, like not expecting much from life is just such an OP strategy to have. Because if you don't expect much, there is no way that anything can disappoint you. Just think about it. Think about it for a second. Really hard time is today, just reminding yourself your learning is nice. Yes. And also, like, it might sound weird, but um, I like to think that um, it is going to be hard, and I like to not predict, but um, to assume that I will fail. I like to assume that everything is going to be difficult, life is hard, I'm never going to succeed. But then I still continue trying, and someday you do succeed. You do see the results of your hard work. It's just way easier to go through life with that mentality if you have no expectations or you expect everything to be shit. Like expect yourself to do poorly, still try your best. And if you did poorly, you're not going to be disappointed because that's exactly what you anticipated. But if you all of a sudden you do well, that's like you exceed your expectations, and that means that you'll be I mean that's good. You'll be uplifted after that. You'll be pleasantly surprised. So that's literally how you're supposed to go about all the things in your life, really. That's what I'm trying to adopt right now. No matter like what you do, if you just think like that, you'll be I don't know, satisfied and happy. It's such a like sudden shift, but not sudden, subtle. It's such a subtle shift in your approach, but it makes such a huge difference. It's insane. Literally, just how you phrase it in your mind makes more difference than anything you can do in real life. That's crazy. Mentioned on stream you some time ago you started doing art 3 years ago. Yeah, it'll be 3 years pretty soon. I started drawing June 2020, so it'll be my art birthday soon in a couple of months. Yep. And it's like in general, I haven't drawn before that. Mhm. Admire the grind. Thank you, Ankasa. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the grind was real. I'm uh I'm still grinding though. It becomes way easier as you go. Way easier. It's just, dude, I remember the first couple of months, even like first half a year, I wasn't even able to sit through like 3 hours at a time. Nowadays, going for 6 hours with no breaks is kind of the normal. Then taking a break and then drawing again in the evening, just because there is nothing else to do. Although apparently it's like I don't know. For me, it's like the usual. I don't even think like I'm hardworking or anything because I just see a lot a lot of artists who are much better than me, and I compare myself to them. But apparently, to sit through that amount of time and to be such so dedicated to your craft is actually a rare thing. I just haven't seen the other side of it. If you're always on the internet, if you're always comparing yourself to the best, to those Korean professionals who stream for 13 hours for fun and they draw amazing pictures in the blink of an eye from imagination. I mean, if you compare yourself to those monsters, it's pretty easy to feel average or like feel behind. I've never actually took time to like compare myself to a normie, to a normal to a normal person who's not a Korean art god. And yeah, actually comparing myself to those, it's kind of amazing how much I've achieved. Compare myself to you. Uh, for how long have you been drawing for? And like, what's your art story? It's actually so nice to like hear just how people came to doing art. It's always fun for me to kind of see other artists' perspective. I would also say a big thing for me in terms of doing art or like dedication to doing art is that I kind of decided that that's my long-term goal. Like I want to do art for a living, period. From the start, from the get-go, before I picked up the pen. And honestly, like if you just think of yourself like that, any other activity kind of loses its point. Like if you do art for a living, if the art is the thing you do, you're supposed to be drawing. It's not like you make yourself to draw. No, it's like it's your initial stage. It's like what you're supposed to be doing all the time. And if you're not drawing, there's probably have to be an excuse for that. Like if you're playing a video game, what are you doing, Sunshine? You're supposed to be drawing. All right, then perhaps you've drawn for like 8 hours today and you're like crazy tired and uninspired. That's fine then. Then you can play a video game. But unless unless that's the case, like there's no excuse for doing anything else. And I think having that mentality helped a lot because not only was I able to like push for more hours, it's also that I kinda I was trying to discover ways to enjoy it since it's what I'm doing from now onwards for the rest of my life. Like I better enjoy it. I was drawing as a kid constantly and stuff for a long time. Uh, Picked up drawing for really a few years ago. I think only for a month now I've been drawing uh, for hours upon hours, pretty much every day. Oh, okay. So like you picked up it a couple of years ago, you would say, and then it's only recently where you started to like, take it like really seriously and you know picking up the pace. That's cool though. Like at least like you've started doing it. That's the main thing. Dude, I'm telling you, starting out is like the most difficult part. No, serious. A few years ago, I tried learning again. Literally, dude, like adapting a mentality that you're stuck with it forever makes it so much easier. You think that it is like probably, mm, I don't know, a bit toxic or scary, but it's actually not. It's the opposite. Like if you kind of decide for yourself that you're stuck with it forever, you'll find a solution to make it fun and to enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, by the way, just thought about it, but I haven't regretted my decision like ever. Never in those 3 years have I thought that, man, I wish I didn't do art. Not a single time. The only regret I have is I wish I started earlier. I wish I did, dude. I wish I wasn't playing video games all my childhood and teen years. I wish I'd been doing art for all of that time. Yeah, dude. The thing is, like, I even enjoy video games way more now. Like, if I play them, I enjoy the heck out of them. I even played WoW like a lot recently, like for like 6 hours a day for a couple of weeks when the recent expansion came out. I was doing art, like I was maintaining like 4 to 5 hours of art every single day even then. But it's like you even can like degen um a video game out still, but just do art on the side. Like art is damn, it's just so much regret to it. If only I started earlier. If only somebody told me that it's like a thing to do. I guess that's the difficult thing about life. You kind of gotta discover everything by yourself. Oh well. Good thing is that the art now. That's the most important thing. I get to do the best of mine that I can now. Like if you think of it, it's such a cool thing. Like you can get to sit down and just to apply yourself every single day. You get to perform every single day. You get to go again, try harder. Any socials where I upload my art? Yes. They are in it's right next to the stream title, I believe. I have my Instagram, I have my Twitter, all the usual stuff. That's okay. I mean, you're not the first time here though, Ayankosa. I thought you discovered my work somewhere else, not on Twitch. That's totally cool though. Dude, you know what I need to do? What I definitely do need to do? I'm literally procrastinating on getting a second monitor because once I do get it, there is no excuse for me not to film and not to do videos. Dude, I need to get that this week. I'll probably order it after the stream. I want to do speed paintings and other art related videos. I just gotta work. Just gotta put in the time. Just gotta apply myself and see what happens. Yeah, I want to do those like speed paintings and commentary on top of my speed paintings. Content creator, an influencer, yeah, right. I would kind of want to do one video per week on weekends. Like, dude, it's not going to even take me that long though. Like, once I record a painting that I do throughout the week, I just put my voice on top of it and just talk whatever. I mean, I talk whatever on the stream all the time, and you guys, for some reason, listen to it. So perhaps I just do the same on YouTube. I tried doing it once, and I kind of got stuck with, choosing my words, trying to pronounce everything perfectly, doing like million tries on um, recording and re-recording it over and over again. And it's just so much hassle. Like, why do I even expect for myself to do good from the first try? I think that's like literally where I'm failing myself. I need to expect myself to do poorly at first. There, so just start. I just get at it. Because I will never start otherwise. I mean, I'm 21 and I started 3 years ago. Like you can math it out. What would it be, 18 then? For yeah, 69 if you're being if you're being correct. Mhm. Huh. Kinda. Alright. I think the contrast on her legs is just a bit much. I want to darken it. A quick question, Sunshines. Would you be actually interested in like, alright, do you even watch art-related YouTube videos? Like, is that something that interests you? Yeah? No. Right, 50-50. For me, I used to watch them a lot and they used to inspire me a lot. But people who I used to watch, they just quit. They just don't do content on YouTube anymore. Only watch Mark Bruin's ball ass and I'm really stacked, dude. I'm sorry. Mark Bruin's ball ass. Dude, I might feel myself a little bit courageous during the day. I open one of his videos and I don't make it past the intro. I mean, I don't know how he thinks that this is funny or this is somewhat enjoyable to watch. That's like even a 12-year-old me would have not laughed at that jokes. And I close it immediately after cringing. Yeah, there will be nothing like that. Yo, hey Rod, came here to sub. Thanks a lot, Sunshine. Thank you, thank you. Mark Bolt, move the fuck up, dude. That's a TOS word probably. Very boring. Most of the things he says self-explanatory, but I kind of like his art style. Or I don't like his art style, not at all. I don't know what people find in it. Really, like I don't get it. But I mean, his videos are entertaining a little bit. I like the way he talks. Uh, the point that he makes in his videos, they are very repetitive. I think if you just, get like even like 3 videos of his, there'll be like a couple points that are like literally the same ones. Muscles he draws? Dude, but that's like forever, no? That's like not a big deal though. I don't know, perhaps it's me like perhaps it's my illustrator as trying to judge people by illustrations they make, but anything that is like not an impressive design or not a well done illustration is kind of nothing to me. You know what I mean? I mean, if you take a reference and you like just draw based on it, anyone can draw a well done anatomy figure. That's like nothing. Try to apply color to it then, and try to apply an unusual color to it then, and the perspective on top, and the background, and also quote unquote something that will make it interesting to look at. You know what I mean? It's like, the good anatomy is only the beginning. I don't get how he is able to impress people with that. My biggest criticism of his art is the low effort. Hmm. I mean that kind of does show through. Yeah, like also I kind of don't want to be the person who talks shit. Like not like I'm thinking that I'm better than him or anything. I just think that whatever he's doing is kind of not impressive on its own. I don't think you have to be an artist or like an artist of any level to just think that it's not impressive. I mean, if I was to show you what is impressive, let's just pull up my favorite artist drawing. Uh, where is he? Like, look at this drawing. Just look at it. You look at it and you like, um, Solar Gazelle, thank you for the follow. Just look at this one. Look at the perspective, the details, the like, all the craziness which is going on here. This is like impressive. And, not the repetitive anatomy figures that are kind of not appealing on their own, if I'm being honest. You can definitely make those appealing, but it's not his story. He's fine Instagram artist, but I don't exactly see the reason to pay him for art school thing he does. By the way, I did pay for his art school. Starting out like 2 months in, I bought a couple of his art school curriculums. You're crying? Me too. Um, was it any good? Right, so was it any good? Um, so I would say that starting out it's good just because it's structured. You see, the biggest problem starting out doing art is that you probably feel lost most of the time. You don't know like what you're supposed to be doing or like where to apply your efforts, how to spend time, like what is beneficial for you and what's not. And the answer is like that anything is beneficial. Like no matter what you do, if you try to understand how it works, you will improve as an artist. But you don't know that yet. Like me starting out, I was just so lost. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, am I supposed to paint? Am I supposed to do line art? Is it anatomy studies? Is it not? And a structural program like he just said like, do figure drawing, do this, do that, study anatomy. And I was just following through his courses religiously until I kind of understood that, it's not about his courses. It's about just doing anything and trying to, to understand it. So is the program itself good? I mean, it's fine. It's not anything special. It's not something that you can find for free. That's definitely true. It's also a bit boring. Like his YouTube videos are pretty fun and pretty like fast paced, and you'd think the program would be the same. It's not. It's like I, dude, I literally fell asleep once. I'm not even kidding. I did fell asleep watching his one of his art classes. Well, to be quite honest, I didn't get much sleep at night, but still, though, it's like it says something. It does say something. It does say something. How much did they pay you? Mm, I bought only like half of it, and it was way less pricey than it is right now. I think he like doubled the price at some point. I think it was like 3 or 400 for me at a time, and I kind of bought it gradually. Like I did one course, and then I did another one. His the one on anatomy, or not on anatomy. Yeah, his anatomy is pretty in depth, and also the perspective one is also in depth. Yeah, by the way, I do remember now that I almost fell asleep during the perspective class. Like, guess what? Why I'm struggling with the fisheye lens now, 3 years later. Yeah, but I would say not to go to buy it. I would say go watch Karenza's free art lecture, and then go study other artists. That is literally how you're supposed to improve at art, in my opinion. Uh, okay, I think I'll even like add it to my Twitch description. Karenza's Karen's Cash Heart. Give me a second, dude. I'll link it to you. Yeah. So there is a 3 hour long lecture by Krenz Kashhart, who is like an art god, literally. His art is very like innovative, and he's an incredible teacher. It's in Chinese, but it has English subtitles. So if you're just able to sit through it, you'll get a lot out of it. And it's also like it's not the typical stuff that they say. It's not the oh study the anatomy, oh study the no. It's like it's actually something more than that. It's like yo study shape accuracy. Yo study like you do that for better visual library. Hey sketch tech. Yeah, so for a new artist, I would say like or like you're not a new artist, right? But still like for somebody who's like new or trying to understand how to get better, I would just literally recommend to watch this first, and then this would be the only single video you'd need to watch, and you'd either follow some instructions of that Krenz gives you, or like just do those and also try to study other artists as well. That would literally be my guidance for new people. If you, of course, feel like I'm somebody to give you guidance, that's also like a thing to question. Like I'm trying to figure out it all myself. How you doing, Sketch Tag? You're feeling cute today, or what? How is it for you? You're good? Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, me too. Doing quite cute. Although I'm kinda... Dude, I do really want to just continue working on this piece until I'm fine with that, but I also have a commission I need to work on. Perhaps we just do focus on this piece for now? Or what? Kinda enjoy working on it, if I'm being honest. Let's just work on it until I feel like I'm stuck, right? I don't feel like I'm stuck yet. What's the commission supposed to be? All right, let me show you the commission. The commission is this piece. So like, I just started applying some colors here. If we are getting rid of those, those will be this one, like an angel character, kind of fighting the demon character. Nizes, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, but this piece we're only starting it out. For now, it's this one though. What angel is that? That's an original character angel. I'm not sure. By the way, the guy who commissioned me this piece is an awesome guy, and the thing I like about him, like he commissioned me, I think 4 times already, and 3 times of that I drew the demon girl for him, and he has commissioned like so many people. Like I'm in a furry artist chat in Telegram, and I remember once, like somebody was talking about my artworks, and I wasn't even participating in the conversation, but they were talking about my artworks done for him, and they kind of shared their artworks done for him, for the commissioner, and kind of, share their perspective on how nice the guy is, how like it's a pure joy to work with him. He's like so nice, never asks for any changes, always tips and stuff like that. And that's why I'm also like pretty excited to do more art with him. It's like so good to have people come back for more art. It's very encouraging, very inspiring. And I also want to bring it up again in the Fourier art chat. It's like, yo guys, you remember that guy? Make another piece for them. What the hell are they doing with 4 artworks? Dude, that was like during a year or so. Um, and it's not 4 artworks that they're dealing with. I mean, they commission people all the time. Like I tell you, like um, I've even met a person in real life pretty recently who also did a piece for them a while ago. Who is this? Um, they go by Marcus Divorce. Like, what's their name? They go by General Degeneracy. I would have linked their Twitter, but it's like 18 plus. Oh yeah, man, it's so 18 plus. It's like 69 plus. It's not safe for work all over. I can show you my artworks I've done for them. Actually, don't have them saved. I think I have to pull them up on Instagram. Uh, where was the last one I did for them? Oh, there it is. The last one I did for them was June 2022. Oh my God, so almost a year ago, right? Um, Yo, Vertaki, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome, Sunshines. Zeknos, hey. Yeah, so this was the last artwork I did for them a year ago, by the way. What would you say, guys? Is that a Is there a nice one or not a so nice one? Hey, Demi Deviant. Thank you, Vertaki. How did your stream go? Haven't seen you here before, by the way. What were you doing on the stream today? Yeah, the sword, I kinda need to emphasize it a bit more. Very long swap to art after gaming and wanted to keep the art going. Oh, dude, how do you balance out gaming and art? I literally have trouble doing that. Oh man, I told it early on the stream, but yesterday I was planning on playing some World of Warcraft in the evening. Um, yeah, and thank you for the follow, Vertake. Thanks a lot. I need to follow you back so I jump into your stream. Hey Xanax, thank you for the follow as well. So yeah, I was planning on playing some WoW yesterday, and I was like just putting it off like hour after an hour until I ended up going to bed. And it's just like I either work full day or I just take a day off completely and just game out of my mind. Just sculpting a 3D modeling a lot of the time. Oh, I see. Dude, I've never gotten into 3D myself. I know a lot of people who do that though. I'm mostly a 2D person doing character illustrations. But yeah, for video games, I'm not sure. I think art can be even more fun than video games sometimes. Thank you, Vertake. I appreciate you saying that. Um, I try to stream like almost every day. Sometimes I take weekends off. So you're always very welcome here. I don't know, I think gaming is kind of ruined for me. I feel like it's a waste of time, and I can't get away from this mentality. Because all the time you're gaming, you can be doing art. 3 a.m. for me is pretty late. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, thank you for the raid again. It was nice meeting you. Used to be very bad at doing art. Oh, the game. Yeah, well, games are kinda. Well, they are easy to start. It doesn't take much effort to start playing a video game, right? And for art, it's way more than that. And also, it's not enough for you to do art for like an hour or so. It's like you either dedicate your whole life to it or you're trolling. Games are so distracting. Yeah, that is so true. Bishan, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Streaming is actually OP for art productivity, if you ask me. Like, literally, it's incredibly difficult to keep drawing for like 6 hours straight, but streaming and doing art for 6 hours straight is somewhat manageable, in my opinion. Alright, what if we bring some saturation here and also lightness? Alright. I like to check it like this. You see, I if I turn it black and white, that's that. I almost don't change the brightness here. You see, but the saturation itself is uh is a huge shift. I try to use it sometimes in my advantage because like people actually like you see values first and saturation second. So in terms of composition, it will be the same as that. Fun to interact with everyone helps me pass for time pass for me. Yeah, definitely. That's like a little small distraction that you need. For me, like if I'm working off stream, like that little distraction that I have while chatting with people in my chat, instead of that, I kind of just L tap, go on YouTube, look for a new song to play, look for a um to listen to. I mean, look for a new video, like, and it can spiral out of control. Like that little distraction can turn not into a very little distraction, and after a while of getting distracted like that, you kind of lose your focus, and it's hard to work for longer. Meanwhile, with streaming though, it's like you kind of answer, and then you answer again, you talk again. Meanwhile, drawing all that time. Although it's not for everybody. I've heard that, people even struggle talking like on voice comms and drawing. And it's a common thing, by the way. So apparently not everybody can just talk and draw at the same time, which is wild to me. Dude, I can like watch an anime and draw at the same time. I don't care. Break some of the monotony, yeah. And then it's also the pressure. I literally feel pressure to draw every single second while I'm on stream. I feel like people are waiting for something to happen. Don't want to let them down. That is definitely true. All right, kinda. Now I like how it is turning out. I used to not be happy with this piece like an hour ago, composition-wise, with how character were combining with the